Hello. I'm just heading home from Curtin University after seeing my friend graduate. Well, I didn't see her graduate, I just went to congratulate her after her graduation because it's not like I can pay for the tickets, you know? So I thought I'd talk about the paranormal. My reasoning behind this is because recently at a little house party, we ended up talking about, you know, all the things that give you the hibbity-jibbies. We got into talking about the paranormal, and, you know, I'm curious. Do any of you believe in ghosts? I personally do believe in the paranormal. I believe that there is such thing as the paranormal world, and I guess I've had my own experiences with it to say that. You see, when I was a kid, we used to live in this old house. Right there, old house. Gives it away, doesn't it? I used to always just feel so uneasy in my bedroom. I always felt like something or someone was watching me, and I always felt really uncomfortable about my wardrobe. So how many of you ever had that weird fear of your big giant, you know, floor-to-ceiling wardrobe? I did. I was just so scared, especially like, you know, last year I watched The Conjuring and it just brought back so many memories. So many memories. There was actually one night where I just couldn't sleep at all. And then all of a sudden, from my floor, I heard this from my floor. It just, I don't know if you know, like when you have a rough surface and you like scratch something across it, it makes that sound. Well, as I was sitting in bed, I just, hello speed camera. There was just a sound from one end of my bedroom to the other, coming from the ground, and it was like nails or like claws scratching from underneath the carpet from one end to the other side of the room. I crapped myself and I started crying because I know what is underneath my carpet, and what's underneath my carpet is cement. Like, it was not my imagination. It couldn't have been my imagination. It just sounded so real, like just way too real to be my imagination. So that was one of my paranormal experiences. Other things I used to do, I know I look like a young 21-year-old student, but I'm actually much older than 21. I used to do stupid things. I used to do ghost hunting, and I did ghost hunting one time, of all places, at the old prisoner of war camp in Singapore, near Old Changi Hospital, a notorious hospital from during the World War, I think World War II. Or was it one? Well, my history is really crap, but it was when the Japanese were invading. I don't know if it's legit. I have friends who say that it's complete bollocks. When you take photos, you get like little orbs in your photos. They always say it's dust particles or whatever. I don't know. I did get a few of those kind of shots. There was no glass or anything for anything to reflect off. There was no water. So I don't know how to explain what those little things were. Maybe my sensor was just dirty. But there were other things as well. I remember my friend was like, let's go into the Old Changi Hospital, the Old Changi General. I freaked out. So as we were getting out of the car and we were about to step on the, like, go into the hospital, I froze. My whole body just froze up. And yeah, I was like, nah, not going in. So we ended up just, I ended up ruining it and just saying, I'm not going in. And because I wasn't going in, the rest didn't want to go in. So we ended up just going out and eating some roti prata. But yeah, I just when that experience was like it was a weird sense of like it was like a sixth sense was telling me not to go in, that it was dangerous, that something bad might happen. So that's why I didn't. I listened to my gut that night and didn't go in. So yeah. So have any of you ever experienced anything paranormal in your life, or are you the kind of person who just doesn't believe in it, and you know there has to be a way that science can explain why it happened? But you know, these things have always interested me. Like I've always been interested about the afterlife. I mean, I grew up in a Christian family. I go to church regularly. I actually do. You know, I studied some theology while in university. But to me, I'm not a religious person per se, but I am a believer in the sense that I believe when it comes to faith, it's about a personal relationship between you and whatever you believe in. So it's not about pushing it onto other people, but rather, you know, giving them that choice and respecting their choice. In the sky. Cool guy.